Well. It's been a long time coming, but we're here. How's everybody doing? Hope you're doing well. I'm glad you clicked on this video. And I'm glad I am, I was back, but I took a little, somewhat of a hiatus. It was for a good cause. One of the reasons was um, I have a child on the way. So that's an awesome feeling. It's a life changing experience. I'm still trying to get used to this. Uh, I enjoyed my first Father's Day and stuff like that. So, yes, that's what I was doing. I was, preparing for our son to be here. And yeah, like I said, I'm still trying to get used to it, trying to wrap my head around it. About to be a father soon. Another reason, favorite NBA team won. OKC Thunder. I've been a fan since third grade. I wish I knew where my drawing was. I had a drawing. I think I was either third or fourth grade. I had a drawing of like OKC. Yeah, so I was a long time fan. Never was a bandwagon. I've been there with the losing season recently, but finally have the championship that we've been waiting for. So all that just to give updates and all that stuff. So I guess again I'm back, or I really haven't went anywhere. I was just enjoying time with my wife and enjoying little kicks. I think we have 10 more weeks till he gets here. So life moves fast. But anyway, we have this Q&A. And yeah, I was thinking about doing it live, but I was like, nah, I don't want to do it live. I'll just do it. Just pre-record a video. And I was trying to also wait for, all the comments to come in. Give people enough time to comment. I mean, this is a pretty good amount, so let's just go ahead and get into it. So the first one is from Liam. Question is, so it's a long list. Okay, always hope you do one of these. Hope it's okay to ask something a bit random, but I think you could provide interesting answer. You come home, catch a whiff of funny smell. Okay. How would you react? I don't know if I should keep reading it and then answer, but I'm just going to go ahead and answer. Okay, so if I smell something funny, I may, let me go ahead. I think this, will you need to find it, or would you just cover it up? So what I would do, I would try to find it first. Then if I can't find it, it's going to bother me. I'll try to cover it up, but I'll still, try to find it. So I guess the first, I'll try to find it. All right. Almost lost where I was. Okay. Can't find it, and the smell gets worse. Okay. So I can't find it. How would you go about locating this source? Honestly, I may try to flip the whole house over just to try to find it. I would, if it's something that's bothering me that bad, I would go about, looking every single where, outside, inside, checking my shoes, anything. I'm checking everything. That's how I would go about it. But like I said, if I can't find it, Hopefully I don't go crazy. So, other questions, I guess to follow up with that, how much would it annoy you? A lot. It would annoy me a lot. Like, I would have to find it. Can't find it, I may be pissed off for the whole day. It's bothering me. Any good stories you have about no wait. Any good stories about you having to sniff around or follow your nose to the source of a strange smell? I don't think so. Well, yes, but I was able to find where the smell was coming from. So it was either between poop under my shoes or it was like a sewage problem. And it was a sewage problem. It was a sewage problem in my apartment. It's been fixed now, but it was like last year. Yeah, last year. And it smelled like it was inside. But it was outside. It was close to our front door. So I don't know why they had the whole I forgot what it's called. Pumps or whatever it is. I can't think of the name right now. They had it right. It's right outside of our front door. So we really couldn't get away from it. Any kind of spray was not gonna help at all. So we just had to deal with it. Sucks to say. But we're here. Smell's gone. Problem solved. So that's a good thing. Alright, so next question from the lady Cleo. It says, love a Q&A, and I missed the last one. Last one, it was live, kept lagging. I need to figure that out. But anyway, have you had any funny or embarrassing reactions to fragrances you're wearing? And have you ever had any funny or embarrassing reactions to fragrances others are wearing? I can answer the others first. There was a lady who walked by, I think, yes, my high school year. A lady walked by the hallway wearing White Diamond. I instantly knew what it was when I smelled it. The whole hallway was bad. It was straight powdery. Smelling White Diamond is traumatizing. Just to say. And then it's hard. Once you hug somebody, it's hard to get off your clothes. It's stuck on there for life. It seemed like. So, yeah, White Diamond in the hallway, high school year. Terrible. But embarrassing reaction or funny reactions to me. I've said it before. When I wore Bentleys for men, my sister was asking me, why do I smell like old deacon? So that was pretty funny to me, but also I was like, dang, I just started to like this fragrance. It grew on me. Because at first I thought the same thing. I was like, I probably will not like this. But it grew on me. Then that reaction. So, but I think her nose might mature later on. So, that was 2 years ago. So Anyway, I thought that was pretty cool. Kind of hurt my feelings too. Anyway, we have another question from user formerly known as T. Outside of fragrances, what's the worst smell you've experienced? Are there any weird smells you really like? Uh, Weird smells I really like. It's two, maybe three, but mainly two. I love the smell of gasoline. I don't know why. Not actually, going up to smell it, but when you pull up at the gas station, the outside, and you smell the gasoline. I like that part of the smell. That smell of gasoline. I don't like the actual, pulling it up to your nose. Nah, that's too strong for me. But the actual aroma of the gasoline, like outside area, I like that. But the main thing I like the most is burning woods. Any kind. I love the smell of woods being burned up, or like in a fireplace or something like that. I love that smell. It's soothing to me. And I guess you can throw in burning leaves too, because yeah, I can throw that in. So I guess you can make that three. Burning leaves as well. Even when, well, so let me just say, I also live in the country. So when it's fall and wintertime and people are starting to burn woods and stuff outside in the yard, and you get to smell it from a distance. You got the oak trees burning, the pine trees burning. It does something to me. I actually like it. So that may be weird, but anyway. And I guess I can throw an honorable mention in there. New car smell. That's actually pretty decent. New car smell. Also new pair of shoes. I actually like the smell. Not actually, sniff it all the time, but you open the box, you get that whiff. Yeah. I like that. Weird guy, but we're all weird. What's the other one? Worst smell. So like I said, worst smell was, well, that's fragrance. Worst smell. I guess sewage. Who wants to smell sewage? Unless you're doing a dirty job but getting paid top dollar. I mean, you still don't like the smell, but you like the paycheck. So kudos to all the people who does that job. Hey, kudos to you. I can't. I got a weak stomach. I can't do it. So appreciate the question. These are some pretty good questions so far. Next question is from What's That Smell? Nice one. What are amongst your least favorite fragrances? I'm just gonna go ahead and answer this before I start reading. My least favorite. Surprisingly, I don't have a least favorite so far. Yeah, I don't have a least favorite so far. Not to say that I won't come across. I'm still trying to think as I'm saying it. I mean, like I said, so far I haven't had a weird smelling fragrance that I don't like. Yeah, so that's a good question. So I'll make sure keep that noted whenever I keep smelling other fragrances. Has your nose improved since you first got into fragrances? Yes, it has a lot. Like I said, the Bentley for Men, I did not like it. And as I guess the weeks go by, it grew on me, and now, yeah. And plus, I didn't like powdery scents. Starting out, I was more sweet, kind of gourmand kind of guy, but now the powdery fragrances or woody note fragrances, they grew on me. So my nose has matured a lot. I still have some maturing. My nose does. So, good question. Are there any fragrances that you tend to smell everywhere? Not so much now, but in the past, like 2017, 2018, and a little bit of 2019, I did smell Paco Rabanne 1 Million a lot. That was, a pretty popular fragrance. It still is. But yeah, that was one of the most famous or well-known fragrances that I kept smelling everywhere. And that was the fragrance that got me into fragrances. So, but yeah, so far I haven't smelled anything that I, smell everywhere. So I'll be on the lookout for that as well. Next question from Jane the Jubilant. Are there any fragrances or fragrance notes which negatively affect you, like make you sneeze or tickle your nose? What kind of? Well, that's another question. So, fragrance that negatively affects me or makes me sneeze. I would have to go with the I got one. Okay, so weird. But when I first got it and I first started wearing it, the Guess Seductive Blue. Yeah. For some reason I just kept sneezing. I don't know if it's because it's like, is it pepper notes in it? I think it is. I don't know. For some reason I just kept sneezing. It was aggravating me so much to the point where I had to take off my shirt, wash my hair, because for some reason I could smell it in my hair too, and that kept making me sneeze. So, but now it's cool. So, but I don't know why I had that reaction from the start. I don't know. Hope it couldn't have been an allergic reaction. If it was, it would have been a worse situation. But who knows? And your next question is, what kind of books, music, film do you like? So books, I like more of, financial books, self-improvement books. Everybody been talking about Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I still haven't read it. Well, yes, I have. I haven't had the copy. I had the audio book, but I haven't had the hard copy. But for some reason, I like having hard copies. I don't know. I guess I can get it whenever I need to. I don't have the risk of losing it. Yes, I mean, you can still lose it, you know, just in case. Phone dies, I still have access to the book, hard copy. But anyway, um, film, well, music. Uh, I I listen to all type of music. I am a musician. Uh, I play the drums, but I mainly listen to more R&B. But I'm versatile with music. I can listen. If it sounds good, I'm listening to it. Just sum it up. So it can be country, electro, house music. It can be anything. If it sounds good to me, I'm listening to it. So, uh, film. Uh, First point, all the Spider-Man movies from Tobey Maguire all the way to I keep forgetting his name. Tom Holland. Sorry. Yeah. So all the Spider-Man movies. I was a huge Spider-Man fan. Still is to this day. I used to like looking at Fast and Furious movies and switched up in action. I still looked at it though. I preferred the older Fast and Furious movies. I had the DVDs. I had it first one all the way to the fifth one. And after that, I just stopped getting the DVD. That's, I guess around that time, that's when people started to fade away from DVDs and doing more of streaming and stuff like that. So those two, I guess, franchise movies, whatever you want to call them, those are my top two. If all else fails, those are the two I'm pulling out. Also heard that they're trying to make another Fast and Furious finale because they need to hurry up because that cliffhanger they left kind of left, I guess, everybody, like, okay, what happened? Drove off a cliff into the water. Now what? Just end the movie like that? Okay. But anyways, that's one of my favorite movies. So, good question on that. And the last question is from Beauty of Sin. It says, "Hey, what it do, man? What it do? You tried Rayhan Crimson?" No, I haven't. Even though it is new, I have yet to see any of them around, because you did say they're in the rack stores and I haven't seen not one yet. So hopefully, I mean, even with the 2 weeks I've been off, of YouTube, I still haven't seen it. I've been going to the rack stores just to see if I would be surprised and see if I see anything new. No, I haven't. My TJ Maxx is, I don't know what they're doing. I keep seeing the same fragrances that I've seen. Same fragrances y'all seen in my last TJ Maxx video are the same ones that are there now. So I don't know what's going on. Ross, a little bit iffy now. I may have to go back to Burlington and see if they have it. But because I haven't been there in a while, so I need to check up on that. They may have it. Hopefully they do. They do. But I also heard Rayhan Crimson is an interesting scent. You know, not everybody likes it, but it's a unique fragrance. I have to smell it for myself to see if I like it or not. If not, I may keep it, or who knows, or it may grow on me. But yeah, that my local rack storage is like a dead zone right now, so I don't know what's going on. If you guys have the same situation, please let me know in the comments, because I may have to go to different cities, which is what I was doing from the beginning, and I may have to start back. So yeah, I may have to start back. So. But those were all of the questions. I mean, I enjoyed all of the questions. These were very good, great questions, and hope you guys were entertained with these answers. Hope you're entertained with the video, and also, if you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And as you always know, chat it up in the comments. I'm always going to chat with you guys, see what you guys think. And yeah, so that pretty much concludes this video. I appreciate you guys for staying tuned if you made it this far, and see you guys in the next one.